As you can see, I have created a new Facebook group that is called Zapier AI Automation. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to be able to automate this group with unlimited content that is going to be high quality and very relevant to each user in this specific Facebook group. All right, let's get started. The first thing you have to do is to go to Zapier. Zapier is your #1 place for any AI automation. So we go and click on Create Zap. And as you can see, we have something called Trigger and then Action. Basically, Zaps are the automation flows. And in this case, we are going to create a Zap that is going to be creating high quality and relevant content for our Facebook group. So firstly, you want to click on the trigger. And in this case, I'm going to use YouTube as my source for my post. Now, remember, you can use any app. I just think that YouTube is interesting because we are going to be able to trigger this flow with YouTube content, and then ChatGPT is going to be creating very nice, knowledgeable posts that are going to also include the videos in it, so the users are going to be engaging with the post even more, hopefully. So I'm going to search for YouTube, and you want to pick this one that says just YouTube. Firstly, you have to decide on your event. So if you click on it, you can see you have many different options. You can trigger this AI automation with new video by search, new video in channel. So this is going to trigger when a new video is published to a specific YouTube channel, a new video in playlist, or even just when a new video is uploaded by a specific YouTube username. And so in this case, we want to create a high quality content within our niche. So I'm going to go and hit new video by search, trigger when a new video is uploaded that matches a specific search string. Then hit continue. And right now you have to connect to your YouTube. I'm going to click on sign in. I'm going to sign in with my Google account here. And then you click on allow to give Zapier the access to your Google account. And just like that, with 2 clicks, you are connected and good to go. Now remember, if you want to connect the app prior to creating this app, you can simply go to apps, and then here you are going to be able to connect any other app. So I can just go and add connection. I'm going to search for YouTube, and after clicking on YouTube, this is basically the same step. So this is the second way how you can connect Zapier apps. But remember, you are always going to be prompted to connect your app first when you are creating your Zap. So it really depends on what you prefer. I'm going to hit continue, and then here we have to specify our search term. So if you remember, we chose new video by search. So right now we have to write down our search term. And so I'm going to write down Zapier AI Automation, which is basically what my Facebook group is about. All right, and then you want to click on continue. And right now we are actually going to test whether it's going to find relevant content within this search term. So I'm going to test the trigger, and then we got the results from the test. So here you can see a few examples that are within this specific keyword on YouTube. So here you have one, and then you have all the data for that specific YouTube video. You can see that they are all different. So for example, this one is about connecting voice flow with Instagram. So if you scroll down, you can actually go and copy the play URL.
Today we're going to connect voice flow.
And then as you can see, we have a video on YouTube that is within our niche. I'm going to continue with selected record. And right now we have to use ChatGPT to create our post on this specific Facebook group. So I'm going to search for ChatGPT. Then we are going to choose event. We are going to choose conversation, send a chat to OpenAI and generate a completion, optionally storing messages as we do. That's exactly what we want to do. So I'm going to choose conversation, then hit continue. Right now you have to connect ChatGPT once again, the same way as you did with YouTube. The only difference is that you have to use API if you want to connect ChatGPT or OpenAI with Zapier. I have a full tutorial how you can do that. I'm going to link it down below. All right, so then I click continue. And right now is where we are actually going to write our prompt. And so for this, just to save time, I'm going to go into my database where I store all my AI automations in Zapier, including the specific prompts. So I'm going to copy the prompt from here and then paste it in the user message. User message is the place where you are writing your prompt. So there are different ways how you can structure your prompt. It's very helpful to structure it in this way, especially when you are working with AI automations inside Zapier. So firstly, I write context, and then I put brackets. You are a social media manager who runs an educational Facebook group about AI automation. So here you can see I'm giving it a little bit more context, so the results from ChatGPT are better. And then I'm writing down, you are repurposing other people's content that is uploaded on YouTube. So this whole thing is about our context, and we have the title of the video. Then secondly, we are going to train ChatGPT on the video that we want to create the post about. So here's where the AI automation is actually happening. As you can see down here, you can insert all the data about that specific video we have just found. So I'm going to go and click on the title. Secondly, I'm going to also train ChatGPT on the description. So I'm going to go and choose the description, and then I'm using another parameter over here. It's called details. Don't write any quotation marks. Don't write any text before or after the summary. Sometimes ChatGPT does that, so I just want to avoid that. And this is a quick tip how you can do that. Don't write a first-person story point of view like I or we. Write a maximum of 500 characters. Now, I don't want to create a post where I'm going to say, here in this video, we are diving in, or here in this video, I'm showing you, because I'm not the one who have created the video. And this is just going to act as an educational content where I'm going to generally describe what the video is about. And then lastly, I'm just writing down the main prompt. Based on the title and description of the video, write a summary of what the video is about. And later in this video, I'm going to show you how you can also embed the video directly inside your post. Secondly, you choose your model. I'm going to choose GPT 3.5 Turbo. And here is a memory key. Memory key is super helpful because it's going to keep the output very consistent. You can think about memory key as storing the information within one chat inside ChatGPT. So then ChatGPT can see all the history of prior posts. And this is going to be helpful because we want to keep the same format and keep the format of the output the same. So I highly recommend you to use memory key. You can basically write anything here. It doesn't matter. It can be text, numbers. In this case, I'm just writing down Facebook group posts. And then in terms of the username and assistant name, you can keep it as it is. But as Zapier is telling you here, feel free to experiment with these ones. This is going to redefine the output of ChatGPT a little bit better. Now here for the assistant instructions, I like to change this one. So in our case, we can write something like, you are a helpful social media assistant. That's great. And then max tokens, temperature, and top P. You can keep it as it is. Basically, the max tokens is going to allow you to set the maximum words you want to include. Now remember, one token is not one word. You can read more about it on the OpenAI page. But here, just to get you an idea, here's the length of a paragraph that is going to cost you 35 tokens. Then temperature P and top P. Basically, the temperature P is going to redefine the output a little bit differently. So it's going to make it more random or focused. And then top P is more about the probability of the tokens used in the output. The recommendation here for you is that you should always change just one, not both of them at the same time. All right, so I'm going to keep it as it is and I'm going to hit continue. And right now we are actually going to test whether ChatGPT is going to put all the information together from the video and create a nice post for our Facebook group. So I'm going to hit test step, and after a few seconds we got the results. So if you scroll all the way down, you can see under response you have something called content, and here's where you can find the post. Learn how to integrate voice flow with Instagram DMs. Discover the simple tools such as Zapier and ManyChat that can help you connect voice flow with these popular messaging platforms. We also got some hashtags, and remember, if you don't like how the output looks like, you can always change your prompt and give it even more information and even more data about how you want the output to look like. So in this case, you could say don't include any hashtags or don't include any emojis if you don't want them there, or maybe add another parameter that is going to define the style of the post. So maybe you want to make it more formal and so on. If you are struggling to know how to write the prompts inside ChatGPT when you are using it in Zapier, then make sure to go in the first link in the description when I put together a very nice, totally free, no junk resource in which you can find the 3P framework on how you can easily write effective prompts inside Zapier. This is super important because, as you can see, writing prompts inside Zapier when you're using the ChatGPT block is a little bit different. So I highly recommend you to get that one. It's very short and straight to the point, and you are going to learn more about the parameters that you can use and so on. All right, so let's say that I like this post, and right now we have to add another action that is going to take this output and post it on our Facebook group. So I'm just going to add another step over here, and here we are going to add another app. And surprisingly, you want to search for Facebook groups. So I'm going to click on this one, and then you choose your event. So in this case, you have two different options. You can post a message or you can post a photo. So I'm going to choose post a message, and I'm going to press continue. And right now we have to connect our Facebook group with Zapier. So I'm going to show you how you can quickly do that. I'm going to click on sign in, and then you get a pop-up like this where you want to press on continue. And then in the next step, you can identify specific groups that you want to pull out from Facebook so Zapier can access them. So in this case, I'm going to choose Zapier AI automation because that is the group I'm interested in. You can also take select all, and then it's automatically going to select all the groups that you are part of. I'm going to hit next, and then in this step, you're also able to let Zapier know if you want to connect any Facebook pages. But in this tutorial, we are only interested in Facebook groups, so I'm not going to choose any. So I'm going to hit next, and then you can actually set up what exactly you are allowing Zapier to do. So in this case, we want to post content into groups on your behalf. I'm going to take this as yes, and then you can give other permissions to Zapier. But in this case, once again, we are only interested in Facebook groups. And then lastly, you just press done, and then you get a confirmation you have now linked link Zapier to Facebook. You want to click on OK, and just like that, you're done. So we can continue. Right now, you can specify the Facebook groups that you want to create the post in. So I'm going to go into group, and I'm going to choose the group we allowed Zapier to access, and that is the Zapier AI automation. Now, a very important step here that not that many people know about is that you have to install Zapier app directly inside your Facebook group. So I'm going to quickly show you how you can do that, because not that many people actually know that you can install third-party apps directly inside your Facebook groups. So you want to go to your Facebook group, and then when you are admin, you want to scroll all the way down and choose group settings. And then in group settings, you want to scroll all the way down once again, and at the very bottom, you are going to find that you can actually install apps directly inside your Facebook group. So you want to click on this edit button over here, and then you can see you can add apps over here. So I'm going to click on this button, and then on the left side over here, you can use the search bar to actually search for Zapier. So I'm going to click on Zapier, and then you get the description of the app and some more information, and you want to press on the add button. And just like that, you have added Zapier inside your Facebook group. So if you scroll all the way down once again, you can see we have one app connected right now. If I click on the edit button once again, you can see we have successfully installed Zapier. All right, so that was a very important step that you don't want to miss out on, because then it's not going to work. Then secondly, you want to obviously write your post. So that is what you are going to do in the message field. So here, if you remember, we have already created the post with our ChatGPT prompt. And so what you want to do is to click on message and then go to conversation in ChatGPT. You want to scroll all the way down and find reply. So that is over here. You can also double check whether this is the post over here with the more button. And yeah, it looks like it. So you can just click on it. And then each time a new post is created, this is going to be included in our post. But if you remember, I have also told you that I'm going to show you how to add the video directly inside the post. So here what I'm doing is that I'm writing down watch the video for more details, and then the link to URL, and then we can also add the link to the URL over here. So I'm going to click on it, and right now again, this is where the automation is happening. You're going to go inside your YouTube trigger that has all the data. If you click on it, you can find YouTube URL. So I'm going to choose this one, and basically this is done, so we can continue and then test the action whether it works. So I'm going to hit continue, and then I'm testing the action with the testing button, sending a post message to Facebook groups, as you can see here. And after a few seconds, we got a confirmation with an ID over here. So let me actually refresh my Facebook group. And if I scroll down, you can see we have the post, we also have the call to action, and we also have the video that is embedded directly inside our post. So then the users that are part of this Facebook group can learn about this specific AI automation even more. The last step is to go here and you can name your Zap. I'm going to name it Facebook group post. Then you can hit the publish button over here. And so each time a new video is going to be found within this specific search term of Zapier AI automation, which is our keyword, a new prompt is going to be sent out to ChatGPT to craft our post. And then we are going to use that post and send it over to our Facebook group to be automatically posted for us. Now remember, it not only finds the long form videos, but it also finds shorts. And another tip for you is that if you have a very broad search term or very broad keyword that you're searching for on YouTube, instead of having this as a trigger, you can actually add a different trigger first. The trigger is called like this, scheduled by Zapier. Basically, this is going to make sure that you are going to create the post inside your Facebook group only every day or every week or whatever time period you define. And then the first action after that trigger should be your new video by search in YouTube. And then you continue the same way. If you want to know more about Zapier AI automations, I highly recommend you the free P framework that I put together, and it's in the first link in the description down below. It's no junk, totally free, so make sure to grab that until it's still there. I have other totally free resources on Code Interpreter as well as ChatGPT plugins. So if you're interested in that, you can grab them for some time in the first link in the description down below. All right, if you enjoyed this video or if you learned anything new, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're interested in more AI automations with Zapier, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I post every single week. Thank you so much and have a great day.